Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. This is the 11th of January 2018. Went ahead and did a little bit of searching, wanted to get some information, had a conversation with a friend of mine in Chicago. We're talking about the TSA. You guys and gals know when the TSA was first started? Huh? Do you know why the TSA was started? Well, it was started about 2 months after 9/11. You know, when our government took down the Twin Towers. George W. Bush and company. Do you know what the TSA's budget was in 2017? $7.6 billion. That's what their budget was. Now, I don't know if they went over the budget, but that's what it was. $7.6 billion for the Transportation Security Administration. Now, I don't know if you folks have done any searching on the effectiveness of the TSA. When folks that are working for our government test the TSA, they fail about 95% of the time. Now, if that's true, which I believe it is true, why are we spending $7.6 billion a year on an ineffective security system? This brings me to President Trump's wall. The cost to build that wall, according to what's reported, is $70 billion. And an annual cost of around $115 or $150 million to maintain it. Keep in mind, there's also discussions about having solar panels on top of the wall, which again would produce electricity, which could go back into the grid. But that's neither here nor there. The question that needs to be asked is, why do we have the TSA? All they form is a bottleneck when you try to get onto an airplane. If they fail 95% of the time, what good are they? And what also is disturbing is that that figure is talked about in the media. I want you to think about that. The media highlights the fact that the TSA fails 95% of the time. So, wouldn't that mean that a terrorist has got a pretty good shot at getting something through if that's what he or she wanted to do? We don't need the TSA. What we need is we need the wall. In less than 10 years worth of TSA payments would pay for the wall. But you know what else would pay for the wall? The amount of money that we spend on illegal immigrants. That by itself would pay for the wall. It's totally insane, folks. This TSA was an offshoot of what the Bush administration did. Now, I want you to think about that. This has been going on since 2011. We're talking about $7 billion over what? 17 years? And it's growing. Doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to me. What sense does it make to you? We're not going to change it. I'm not going to. You're not going to. But to me, again, it's completely insane that this TSA fails 95% of the time. And it wasn't just done on one test run. They've had numerous test runs. Matter of fact, if I recall correctly, one of the head of the TSA was fired because so many tests failed. They were able to get their illegal, illicit products through. Do I have the answer? No. but I sure have a hell of a lot of questions. And you know what most of those questions are, don't you? Thanks for listening. Do your own searching. Let me know what you come up with that's different than what I've just said. Totally, completely insane. The amount of money that's wasted on ineffective, worthless programs, which unfortunately is what the TSA is. An ineffective, worthless program put together by bureaucrats. That's sort of what I think. But they're not the only worthless, ineffective program. Thanks for listening.